So I drove out of work and I turned right and I turned right again because our meters are in like a side street. And I stopped my car on the side and it was 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a suburb. I got out of the car and I went to go and take a picture. I leant down to pick up, it's got like a silver flap in front of it. You've got to pick up the silver flap and then you can see the meter underneath. I took out the phone and I took a picture, and the next thing I hear a slide of a gun behind me. I turned around, I knew what was happening and I didn't know what was happening at the same time, if it makes any sense. I turned around and there was two guys standing there behind me. And I said to him, "Can I help you?" I don't know, you say that, Anyway, he says, "No, I'm going to help you." He says, "Where are your car keys?" My car keys were in my pocket. I gave them to him. And he said to me, "No, we're taking you with us." I said, "You're not taking me with you." He says, "We're taking you with us." That was when I first thought that I ain't going to get out of this alive. I'm just not going to get out of this. I just envisioned myself being driven around the back streets of Joburg for hours and hours on end and just dumped somewhere eventually. Anyway, it's amazing how instinct just clicks in and you just do the most impromptu things. I started walking backwards, but I was close to because the wall was just behind me. So I walked back as far as I could, and as I was walking back, they were walking towards me. So what I did was I slid myself onto the floor. The one grabbed me over here, the one guy, the one with the gun, grabbed me over here and tried to pull me up back onto my feet to get me into the car. And the other guy had opened the back door of the car already, and I could just see the back door open, and I could see the seat, and I could just envision myself lying on that bloody back seat of the car and just being driven around Joburg, heckled, and I don't know. Anyway, I just knew that I couldn't get back into this car. There was the one thing I knew. I was not going to get back into this car, no matter what the story was. The next thing, the other guy grabbed my other shoulder. So now, it's like the two of them, each one's got a hand on my shoulder, on my shirt, and they're pulling me towards the car. I said, "There's no ways I'm going with you. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Take what you want and go." They said, "We are taking you with you. You want me to shoot you in your face?" That was very rude. No, seriously. That's when I thought, you know what? You can't reason with a person like this, and you can't even talk to him. So what I did was I turned my head away. And I said, "Look, I haven't seen you. I'm not looking at you guys. I'm not looking at you. Why don't you take my wallet, take my jewelry, take my watch, I had a diamond chain around my neck. I said, take it, take whatever you want and just leave me and go." That kind of distracted them, funnily enough. And I kept my head away from them. The one guy then hit me on the side of my face over here with his fist. And the other one started kicking me. For what reason, I don't know. So I was absolutely beaten up. I'm black and blue all over. Anyway, I just kept my head away from them. I didn't look at them. The one guy had a balaclava on, so I wouldn't have recognized, wouldn't have had to worry about not recognizing him. But it's amazing what goes through your mind. It's amazing what goes through your mind at that time. Funnily enough, not once did I think I was going to die. Not once. Not once did I think I was going to get shot for some reason. I just knew I didn't want to get back in that car with them. So I just kept my head away, and I kept saying to them, "Take whatever you want." And I heard the guy say, "Where's the cell phone?" I wasn't looking at them, took the cell phone, obviously. Then they had their hands in my pockets, and they took my wallet, and they took whatever was my watch, the lot of it. Funny enough, they left my medical alert posted on. I didn't know if they knew what it was. Anyway, I I just tried to keep reassuring them that I just couldn't see them, and they must just take whatever they wanted and go. Not looking at them, I could hear that they were moving away from me, and I heard them open the car door. The next thing, the guy comes to me, and I hear him say to me, "How do we start the car?" I thought, oh my God, no, this is not actually happening. And instinctively, I got up very calmly. I walked up to the window of the car. I said, look, you take this plug and you put it in there. I said, put your foot on the brake and press the button. And I turned around and I walked away. I didn't even look back. And I just heard the car drive away. What's quite amazing is that certain things kick in along the way as this is happening. It must have been maybe 5 minutes, which seemed like 5 hours. I must be honest with you. It seemed like absolutely 5 hours. Thinking about it now. And I think it's because all the emotions run through you. You are scared, and then you are angry, and then you are in disbelief, and then you just want them to go. You just want them to go. So anybody who's been in my situation, there is no plan. There is no plan of action, and there is no what are you going to do? You just don't know. But one thing you do know is you're not going to get back in that car with them. You know you are not going to get back in that car with them. It was the most frightening thing. But I knew I was not going to get back into that car with them. When I got up, my shirt was completely ripped from this side to this side. It just fell off. It just fell off because they were pulling me, and there was no ways. I don't know where I found the strength to hold myself back onto the ground. I was getting up and getting back into the car with them. I just wanted to put that down, and the emotion that have run through. A lot of you have been in the situation I'm in, and be interested to know how you felt. Well, not how you felt, how you got through the situation, and then recalling it afterwards. What emotions you felt, and I'm absolutely fine. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it there and then. I knew what was happening eventually, and I processed it. So I was absolutely fine. It's not as though I broke down afterwards or anything, or am having any form of flashback or anything. I want to just put this down and just say to you guys that coming out of work for the last I don't know how many years, I've turned left every day, and I've gone home, turned left. Today I turned right. And I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Guys, just be safe out there. It's a crazy world.